You want to learn how to run a group coaching session? I've got the 6 steps to running the perfect group coaching session. And in step number 7, I'm going to tell you what you should never ever do. Join me for all that and so much more on this episode of The Inside BS Show. Hi, my name is Dave Lorenzo, and I've been running group coaching sessions for over 15 years, close to actually 20 years. And today I'm going to give you my 6-step process for how to run a group coaching session. I'm also going to share with you in step number 7 the one thing you should never ever do. I'm also going to give you a system to attract coaching clients to you like a magnet or like a mouse to cheese or like whatever analogy you want. Thanks for joining me. Let's dive right into the content. So step number 1 in how to run a group coaching session is to open the meeting up with asking members to share their experiences. So every session that you run in your group coaching program should be themed. It should have a theme to it. So let's say today is lead generation. We're talking about lead generation in our group coaching session. And I would say we've got 5 members present today. Each person is going to get 15 minutes and they're going to give us their top 3 lead generation strategies. And then when the members of the group share their lead generation strategies, after that, we go into some of the challenges people are having with lead generation strategies. And then you can do your thing, add your magic touch to all that. But the way to open the meeting is by setting the table with the theme and then asking everyone in the room to share an experience related to that specific theme. Now, why do we do this? Well, you can't view your group coaching session like a class. If you do, people pay, a nominal amount of money for a class or for an education. You need to view your group coaching as the creation and the development of a community. And the way to develop a community is by getting people to share their personal experiences and by having people make an emotional connection with one another and with you. So the first step in that process is to ask the members of your group coaching program to share their experience with whatever the theme is each time you're meeting. Now, the second step in running a group coaching session is adding your value. So you're the genius. They came there to hear from you. They also came there to work with you and to be a member of your community. So after everyone in the group shares something that they have that's positive related to your theme, you do a teaching point, or you highlight something that's critical or something that's valuable or something that's important. As you get better and better about this group coaching dynamic, you will find that you can add value after every person shares their experience. So someone's going to share an experience and then you can highlight the value they just presented. You can add your own nugget to that to enhance the value, and then you move on to the next person. Step 2, adding your value is critical because it's your group, it's your program. Not only do people come there to be a part of a community, but they also come to learn at the feet of the guru, and that's you. Step 3, do an exercise. Now, I prefer that you make this a networking exercise. And what I like to do is I like to pair the people in the group up and have them interview one another on a specific topic. And we do this every in-person meeting. Why am I having them do a networking exercise? Well, I want them to get to know one another. I want them to feel comfortable with one another. I want to build that sense of community. I want to foster that sense of community. I also want them to be able to refer business to each other. So doing the networking exercise really enhances the value that the members are receiving from one another. It connects them, it bonds them at an emotional level, and it helps them create a bond and a dynamic where they'll feel comfortable potentially referring business to each other. That's kind of the secret value of the coaching group session or the coaching group model. The secret hidden value is the exchange of business that happens, passing business back and forth. That could essentially pay for the membership in the group coaching community. So doing the networking exercises not only warms the group up, but it also helps them bond with each other so they feel comfortable referring to each other. Step number 4, do a hot seat or a case study. I take one member of each group in each session and I have them tell me about a problem they're experiencing. And then we open the floor to the rest of the members of the group to help that person solve that problem. This is called a hot seat. Some people call it a case study. We do this every meeting and we dedicate about 1/3 of the time that we're in the meeting to this hot seat or this case study. Now, you can do multiple hot seats or 3 or 4 case studies. If you have a large group, you can do that every meeting. The key there is each member of the group will see themselves in the person who's sitting on the hot seat, and they'll get new ideas that they can use in their business. And by them working on solving the problems for the person who's in the hot seat, they also get great ideas for themselves and their business. I get a lot of my ideas for my business from helping people like you solve your problems. So the hot seat, the case study is great for the person who's in the hot seat. It's also great for the people sharing the ideas. Everybody wins. Step number 5, offer additional services. So when you're doing some group coaching work, people will often come across a snag where they can't implement something that you're recommending they do. And if they have this snag, if they hit this snag, you'd be wise to provide value where you can help them push through that. So for example, in my business, I encourage people to do videos. And I tell them that video is probably one of the fastest ways to grow their group coaching practice. But a lot of people are not great at video. They don't know the logistics. They don't know how to do it. They don't know how to pick topics for videos. I know all that because I do it. So what I do is in my group coaching sessions, I offer an add-on service where I will remotely film videos for my members and help them put them on YouTube and use those videos for lead generation purposes. These videos are an additional service that I offer. You can do the same thing. Let's say you're a fitness coach and you're coaching people on how to get fit and how to eat right. You're a health and nutrition coach. You can also run a boot camp where once a year you get your people together, people who pay an additional fee, and you help them get started in their own practices at being healthy and being fit and eating right. This additional service is something that your clients will love, and it's a way for you to make incremental revenue. But if you don't offer this additional service, your clients are going to go look for it somewhere else. So if you want to run a group coaching session the right way, in alignment with the theme, you should offer a service either that you provide or that you're connected to from a strategic alliance standpoint so that you can help people get from where they are to where they want to be. All right, step 6 and step 7 are next. Remember, step 7 is the one thing you should never do. Before we get to step 6 and step 7, I want to give you something for free. I want to give you a gift. I want to offer you my Revenue Roadmap Guide. That's the template that you can use to market your group coaching practice. You want to run a great group coaching session, you got to have great clients. I've got the system for doing just that. I call it my Revenue Roadmap. It is your marketing plan for your group coaching business. If you want to download this 27-page guide, which is a fill-in-the-blanks guide, you can customize it for your coaching group business. I want you to go to RevenueRoadmapGuide.com. RevenueRoadmapGuide.com all together. The link is down in the description. Click on that link or copy and paste it into your web browser. Go to that page, enter your contact info. You'll immediately receive the Revenue Roadmap Guide. It's my gift to you to help you grow your group coaching business. Okay, step number 6 in running a group coaching session. It's a no-brainer, but it has to be said. Start and end on time. If your group coaching session is supposed to start at 9 and it's supposed to end at noon, make sure it starts right at 9 and it ends right at noon. Being true to your word when it comes to time is critical because how you do one thing is how you do everything. People want to be able to plan their day. They want to be able to plan for the work they have ahead of them. Starting and ending on time is critical. It's your way to bond with your audience by keeping to the rules that you've set. All right, now we're up to step number 7. It's the one thing I told you you should never do. and that is to let people drift along. Listen, you can use this video as a template for running your group coaching sessions. The key is to be consistent. If you have this as your system, if you use this video as a template for your system, be consistent. Stick with it. Don't make a lot of changes. Never let people drift along. Let them know what to expect from your group coaching sessions. Let them have a similar template over and over again. If you want to change it up once a year, change it up every 6 or 7 sessions. Let people enjoy the consistency of your system. That is the one thing you should never do. You should never let people drift along. Let them enjoy the consistency of a system. You want more videos on coaching? I've got them for you. Join me for our next video. All you got to do is click right below. You see there's a video right there. I will see you in our next great video on coaching. Join me for that right now.